30 for 30, presented by Buick Verano.
Darren was my brother, my twin brother. He was older by about 5 minutes. I got my thumb wedged into part of my mother, so it took a little extra tugging.
My name's Nathan Beal, and I knew Darren since we were kids, since like 3rd grade.
We probably met around the 3rd grade. We were both really into Taz, and I remember looking over and he had a Taz backpack, and it was like an urban Taz, so like he had a backwards hat and like baggy pants, and I had a Taz, but he was flying like a World War I plane.
DC Washington, return specialist for the Ohio State University. Me and Darren were actually best friends from 4th grade to 5th grade.
Stevie Richardson, not the wrestler, just a plumber. Darren's cousin broke into my house and stole my NES.
A friend of ours had a birthday at Chuck E. Cheese's, which was the place to go for birthdays at that time. And he disappeared into the back room and played for 3 hours.
We just walked up and started playing, and 3 hours later, the legend begins.
He was on that thing. He played 1 quarter for like 3 hours. That's insane. Those games are made so that you can't get that far in 1 quarter. You're supposed to have to put one in at the end of every quarter to keep going. But he was that good.
And he just came back from this Chuck E. Cheese birthday party, and I was invited to it. That's neither here nor there. And I was excited. I had a bunch of Taz sketches I wanted to show him. And he said, no, you gotta check this out. I just played the best video game. And he told me play by play the first time him playing. He said he only did 1 quarter, and it was 3 hours, which is crazy. So just from then, you could tell he was bitten by the NBA Jam bug.
And the rest is a history.
It was insane. I remember a stint of at least 4 days. His system it didn't turn off. I was too busy. I played 3 full games of Monopoly. 3 full games of Monopoly with every piece being used. Every single piece that could have been used, I played. That's 8 people playing Monopoly.
I remember he'd be like, "Come over, play some jam. We'll do some jam." I'd be like, "No, come on," But then like I give it a shot. I was pretty good. Like I wasn't bad. Like I could I could play, but like he was unbelievable. Like he was inhuman.
I definitely tried to play many times, but when the 2 players on your team are Nick Anderson and Scott Skiles, you can only do so much.
I loved seeing him so happy, seeing him doing what he loved. It was really tough playing against him, obviously, because it's like I was just a rag doll being thrown around.
I had a controller in my hand. I wouldn't say I was playing, That was, did Salieri play with Mozart? Did he? I'm not familiar. I just read things on Wikipedia late at night.
He was playing every day. And keep in mind, he was good to begin with. He was amazing to begin with. By the end of that thing, what's the point? Why play against this guy? He can do anything.
We knew he didn't have a lot of time left, and that's the family. The friends didn't know, and so I think he knew. They always talk about how the great opera tenor Enrico Caruso saved one of his most outstanding vocal performances for when he knew he was retiring for the Metropolitan in New York.
I don't remember where I was for the birth of my daughter, but I remember where I was for the 1,000-point game. We were all there. I probably think about that day way too much.
He's achieving superhuman things from the tip-off. How do you win a tip-off in that game?
Do I remember the 1,000-point game? If I had time, I'd show you the tattoo on my shoulder. But yes, I definitely do. It was insane.
It was watching an artist paint with pixels.
Moments like that that afternoon when he pounded out 1,000 points in really a way that doesn't seem mathematically possible, and yet I saw it.
He's on fire!
He's on fire.
He's on fire!
He's on fire.
He's on fire!
Over and over and over again. 1,000 points. That is inhuman. Yeah, I remember. Oh, you could tell he was sick, because he did not look good. His face looked bad, and his body looked bad, and he had puffy glands, but his hands always looked good.
And it was definitely a shock to my system because everybody else seemed to know he was sick. And I mean, I should have known. I should have known. But I never asked. I should have asked. I mean, he was looking. Have you ever drawn a face on an elastic glove and then blew the glove up?
I was getting some nachos from 7-Eleven, and like, I don't know what it was, but there was like somebody just put like a poster up that there was going to be a benefit, like a spaghetti feed to help cover his bills.
When Darren got sick, it changed things between he and I drastically. For example, he was allowed to sit on the couch all day playing video games. When I did it, I was being lazy and a failure.
He's dead. You know he's dead. Why? What kind of weird shit is this? He was the one from the neighborhood who was supposed to make it, you know? Not him. Anyone but him.